Nestled in the hills of Sautee Nacoochee, the Folk Pottery Museum of Northeast Georgia honors one of the South's most deeply rooted traditions, transforming clay into timeless, functional art.
So when you come to the Folk Pottery Museum, you're going to see our permanent collection. We also have an archive collection. You'll see our interpretive area that shows how pottery was made and used historically in this area.
In Northeast Georgia, pottery wasn't just craft, it was livelihood.
When you moved to this area in the late 1800s, early 1900s, there would not have been just grocery stores around the corner. You didn't have electricity or refrigeration, so you had to grow and make all of your own food. So you might need, 10 syrup jugs, a butter churn, any number of these things, preservation jars. And potteries would pop up in a community based on there would be clay deposits there might be timber to fire the pottery. Somebody settles there and starts making pottery for that community.
Back in 2000, the Library of Congress recognized Northeast Georgia's pottery tradition as a local legacy.
There were two main pottery making communities in Northeast Georgia, Mossy Creek, which is just south of Cleveland, and then Gillsville, which is near the Hall, Banks County line, Jackson County line. Mossy Creek, we had the Metters family, which were very well known. Gillsville, you have the Fergusons and the Hewells and the Cravens and Croppers, a few other families over there.
And they were reasonably successful. They were farming at the same time they were making pottery, and their success kind of attracted mostly farmers, learned the craft, often marrying the potter's daughter. There were over 60 potters who were all related by blood or marriage.
When we got electricity, grocery stores, and refrigeration, potters had to shift to making more decorative ware. So now you'll find face jugs and decorative pieces with grapes or other motifs on them that people buy as a collectible and a decorative piece.
Isn't this place amazing? There are around 250 pieces on display at any given time here at the Pottery Museum. These are pieces of Georgia history, shaped by hand and carried through the generations.
He also had a unique way of putting on his handle.
Local historian and author Emory Jones's grandfather, Wiley Metters, also has his work on display here.
And my granddaddy, who probably got the most he ever got was about 10 cents a gallon for a churn, and Cheever, if they could see this museum and that this tribute, and if they could even imagine what one of their pieces, one of Granddaddy's churns probably would bring more right now than he made in a year making pottery. They couldn't imagine this. They would just be absolutely blown away.
The building is made to look like an open-air pottery shed, like this one depicted in this painting.
When you come in, you'll see this big, beautiful post and beam construction, lots of windows.
Now the community has a chance to try their hand at creating a masterpiece of their own.
We've just finished construction and opening our new pottery teaching studio, which is the John Burrison Studio. So you can come in, take a multi-series of over weeks learning how to wheel throw. We also do just one-time workshops. So if you want to come in and just make a face jug, you can do that as well.
Visit the Folk Pottery Museum of Northeast Georgia, located at the Sautee Nacoochee Center. Explore new exhibits year-round. The museum also offers guided group tours and field trips. Experience the Folk Pottery and Arts Festival each year on the Saturday of Labor Day weekend. Try a class in the new Pottery Studio, or shop unique folk pottery gifts in-store or online. For more information, visit folkpotterymuseum.com.